Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm your host, Brittany Bull, and here with Jacob Hollensteiner. He is the area director of Young Life to talk about Young Life and an upcoming program that we have, another one of our fall vibe fun events that Michelle has lined up for me for the Daily Muddy. I was telling everyone before how all week I'm exploring different fall fun events for people, Halloween to Thanksgiving to just, the fall vibes in between.
It's crazy that we're already here, like at that time, like Halloween's right around the corner,
I know.
Thanksgiving, Christmas.
It
Crazy.
feels like it was Christmas yesterday.
Yes.
So, okay, tell me a little bit about Young Life. I always hear about it. I see Young Life, Young Life, Young Life everywhere. But I wasn't sure what Young Life was until we just spoke a minute ago.
Yeah, absolutely. So the easiest way to put it really is it's a youth outreach ministry. And our mission is simple. It's we look to introduce adolescents to Jesus and help them grow in their faith. So that's the easiest way to put it. What that looks like 100 different things. You can do it 100 different ways. The key word being outreach. So we are out actively reaching the youth of our community. So we're in the schools, we're at the games, and we're really, it's just, we kind of do it in a subtle way, if you will, so it's not like secretive who we are. I mean, we're a ministry at the end of the day, but, we do it in a genuine, authentic way. We're not there to just, we're not waving our Bibles and you should believe in Jesus, honestly, the best way to tell someone about Jesus is to show them Jesus. So really, we just show up and, kind of that old WWJD, what would Jesus do? So we just show them Jesus. We're real with them. We're transparent. We're like, hey, we're not perfect. We sin, we mess up, but we found this hope, right? This good thing, and it's changed and it's transformed our lives. And so really what we do is we just come alongside them. We learn someone's name is important. We learn their name. We get to know them by name, right?
How long does it take you to know someone's name? Because I always tell people I will have to ask you 3 times, ahead of time.
I know. It's funny that, God put me in this position because I always claim to be I'm more of a face person than a name. And so I'm like, wow, you're really testing me here. So, but it is. But it's easier to know a name when you know the story. Mm-hmm. So it's that's kind of where we're going to learn your name. We're going to learn your likes and your dislikes and your hobbies and your sports and your friends. And, we're going to get to really just genuinely, authentically know you first and foremost. And we're going to show you, we're going to, exemplify by the way that we walk and the way that we talk and speak and interact, how we live our lives as Christians, as, believers in Jesus. And so honestly, in that way, we kind of earn the right to tell them about Jesus. Because then when we do that, it kind of breaks down those walls, the youth, they're not stupid. They know, they can sniff out some, oh, you're kind of shady. So it's we just try to be real with them. We just try to be real. So
when you said you are out, you're out, that would explain why I see the name everywhere.
Yeah.
You are literally everywhere.
So the term we use, it's kind of fun, kind of like a youth term. We go where kids are, we show up on their turf. You think about think about a church, for example, right? People who are interested in Jesus or their faith, they're coming to the church. Well, we're kind of like the church on wheels. We're going to them. We, QHS, QJHS, the junior high, they've agreed to let us come in and just kind of be a genuine, authentic, caring adult who's there to really just help in what they're doing. They're there to help the kids just, learn and grow, and we're kind of doing that as well.
Okay, so you told me you learn the kids' stories.
Yeah.
You were just telling me a little bit about your story. Can you tell them about it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'll show my age here. I joined Young Life so I could feel younger. I'm 37. I did not come into my own faith and even really believe in Jesus or go to church or anything like that until I was 31. So I, as I was kind of telling you, I explored the world and what it had to offer. So we'll let the viewers kind of, use their imaginations on that one.
Let them run wild. But when you said you had no faith, I guess.
Yeah.
Was the thought of a higher power or something even remotely
Not with me at least. It was just I just kind of went with the flow wherever the wind blew, and that's honestly kind of what led me to some of the things that I did in life. And
So what led you to Jesus?
I just finally got to the end of myself, and I finally got to the end of the search. And no matter what I tried, no matter what I did, I came up lost, empty, broken, and worse off than before. And it wasn't until I just remember I didn't even know God at the time, but I just kind of cried out, like, man, there's got to be more. There's got to be more to life. What am I going to do? Just work and, retire and die, and then that's it. And, kind of at that same time, my wife actually she just had it on her heart that whenever we started a family, she wasn't real religious or even really had much of a faith on, on her early going either. But she just had it on her, like, when we started a family, I want to make going to church just a thing we do with our family. Mm-hmm. So about the time I kind of made that cry for help, if you will, she randomly just one day was like, "You want to go to church?" And I'm like, "Not really. No, I don't. That doesn't interest me at all." But we did, and we went, and it was like, man, the first message, it grabbed the hold of the both of us, and it was just like, oh my gosh, this is everything I've been searching for. I mean, ultimately, when I say I went on a journey for 31 years, it was like, that's what I was searching for. I was searching for peace and love and joy and happiness and all that. And I, found it in the wrong things, but then I found it in the right one.
So the lesson I'm hearing here is your wife is always right.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
Well, she was right in this case, and obviously, you found your place. I think the community is happy that you found your place because you're great at this. You're great as a leader, and we're gonna get ready to, I guess, invite people into another outing to see what Young Life is about. Tell me a little bit about this.
So we got one of our 3 fundraisers coming up here. So we only do 3 a year. This one is going to be held on November 8th. It's going to be at the QU Hall of Fame room, and it's going to be a trivia night. So Quincy, I feel like, loves trivia. So it'll be kind of a fun way to invite people in. Like it's a fundraiser. Yes, we invite the people and the businesses and the organizations in to contribute to our ministry, but it's a fun way to do it. So I mean, we're going to have we're going to get teams of 8. It's $200 per team. You can bring your own food and drink, and just we're gonna laugh. We're gonna tell some stories. That's what we do. We tell stories. We're gonna the theme or it's just general trivia. So there's gonna be a little bit of everything. So you don't have to be an expert in like 80s rock and roll or
Can you tell me some of the categories, or are we not revealing categories here?
How about we'll do one. So we're gonna have a Quincy category. So something local to Quincy. That'd be kind of like
That would be pretty cool.
So we'll do that, and then like all throughout the night, like I said, we'll have a couple different times in which we just kind of do this. We just tell stories and invite people in to just be a part of what we're doing. Just because I'm on staff and I'm the one like talking about Jesus, or some of our other staff members, like, doesn't mean we're more important than the people who are prayerfully joining us or financially joining us. Like, it's all a part. It's all it's all on the same assembly line. Yes. And the ultimate goal is to reach this youth, which I think we can agree. The youth of this generation gets a bad rap, but also like think back to when you and I were in high school.
Yes.
We did not face near the challenges that they are facing now, and so if you it's hard, but if you look a little deeper, if you look with love, like you can see that honestly, like what they're doing, kind of like in my story, it's a cry for help, and so what we get to do is just come alongside them and say, hey. Especially me, like I've walked down, so I like a lot of these people that are like, either on that path or going down. I was like, hey, I've been there. I can tell you where you're going to end up. And so I get to come from, so honestly, in a way, it's kind of like a blessing that I went 31 years without God, because now I get to speak from that. And it just comes off as more, more genuine and authentic of like, oh, okay, he's not just like, he's not just giving me some crap here. So.
Yeah, and he wasn't just, I guess, led at a young age, into it. You had a clear understanding of what you were getting into, which makes it even more respectful. So kudos to you. I'm glad you found your calling.
Yes.
All right, so if anybody wants to help with Young Life, it's again, what you were just saying, impacting the children of the community. They're harder than ever to, get through to. So
that's accurate. That's accurate.
Very, very glad we have programs like this that still exist. Trivia Night. It is one of the 3 fundraisers. Once again, real quick, where, when?
Yes, November 8th. QU Hall of Fame room. It's going to start at 5 o'clock. We got the registration link on our social media page on our website. You can go there, sign up. $200 for teams of 8, and bring your own food and drink. Bring your friends. Get them to sign up. It's going to be fun. It's all for a good cause, and we would definitely love to have everyone come out. So.
Like you said, Quincy loves trivia. This is a great opportunity to hang out with your friends. Thank you once again, Jacob, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so coming up next, another Halloween Fall Fun event. We talk with Brianna Rivera, the director of the district. Coming up next.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tea, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Utopia is now open every day from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and till 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chill out with a craft cocktail or an ice-cold beer. And Utopia's got the latest gaming machines with big jackpots ready for you to win. Need the perfect spot for your next celebration? Utopia features a beautiful event venue, available now for parties, reunions, and private events. So come see what all the buzz is about. The drinks are cold, the space is hot, and Utopia is ready for you.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be. Before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with my friend Brianna Rivera. She is the director of the district. Thanks for being here.
Yes, thanks for having me.
I always say you get the B team every time, I feel like.
Yeah,
I
we are the
schedule
B team.
But we are.
We really are.
The double Bs. Okay, but we are talking about the district's trick or treat.
Yes.
I was going to say trunk or treat, but you corrected me before, so
yes, trick or treat this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Rain or shine, because I know there's a little bit of rain on the forecast, but don't be alarmed. You can trick or treat inside the businesses. They'll just move their stuff inside.
And you get to see what's inside.
And you get to actually see what the businesses are, which is even better for them. So rain or shine, and we'll have our registration area at First Mid Plaza like we did last year. It's not something that you necessarily need to go to, but it we'll have a digital map of all the locations that are handing out candy and a small stack of physical maps if you want to take them. But Quincy Medical Group will be there to kind of guide trick-or-treaters in the right direction, where to go, all that good stuff. And it goes on. Registration is from 10 to noon.
Awesome.
And then, yeah. But new this year, we do have the trunk or treat, which is going to be in the first mid parking lot on Hampshire. So they're
Okay.
the bank's customer parking lot. And we'll have about 8 businesses there that are kind of from the outskirts of downtown.
Cool.
So they're able to come in and kind of, you know,
Bring it
promote
all
their businesses.
together.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, so, because, you know, most people won't travel all the 92 blocks.
No.
So this was a way to include them in it. So that's really fun. But we'll have over 40 businesses handing out candy, or there'll be a teal pumpkin spot.
What's Teal Pumpkin Spot?
Yes, for those who don't know, Teal Pumpkin, you hand out non-edible items. So like little toys, little stickers, non-edible toy type
Goodies.
items, goodies that,
Yeah.
that kids can have if they have, you know, food allergies of some kind. And yeah. So
Very
it's fun.
smart. I feel like you have this all planned out.
Oh yeah, it's an easy one to plan, but it's really a lot of fun. And so we just get more and more businesses every year because, you know, you get 600 to 800 kids and their parents downtown.
Wow.
Yeah, last year was crazy. The weather was beautiful. So hopefully people will still come out even though the rain, or maybe the rain will go away.
I think
before
sometimes
Saturday.
rain is part of Halloween, though. It makes it,
It adds
what
yeah,
it is.
Fall makes it a little bit spooky. But yeah, but that's the important thing is we'll still have it even if it's raining outside. So still mark your calendars either way.
I love that you're putting this on. It's something outside of actual Halloween, so it's like, you know, the kids, if they want to wear last year's Halloween costume, or if they got 2 Halloween costumes and they can't choose, or just, you know, double the candy, double the fun. How about, what are your kids going to dress up as, or is that a surprise? I don't want to take away from the element of
My
surprise.
son, we don't even know. He's kind of too young to even like be interested
But this
in
is
a
the
Halloween.
time you get to put them in what you want them to be.
You know, that is true. We've thought about doing Bluey again this year because he loves Bluey. We thought about a Frankenstein because his name's Frank.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, we've thought about that. We've thought about Buzz Lightyear.
Are you
the
dressing
clock's
up?
ticking. Probably not. I never can come up with anything creative. I'll probably just wear my district sweatshirt and be the district executive director for Halloween.
I mean, it's pretty creative.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe I'll come up with something fun before then. We'll see. We'll see.
What about, okay, so I'm going to do one slay or nay on you. I don't know if you've seen these or not, but we do these on Coffee Talk now where we say slay or nay. So the big question, slay or nay, candy corn.
Gosh.
Oh, you have to think about it?
I do because it's not, if there are other candy around, I will not pick up candy corn. So I guess that would have to be a nay.
Yeah.
It's just not my first choice. I love chocolate.
Same.
So I don't think I can slay candy corn.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't know. I feel like the only time I can do the candy corn if it's like the only thing
Now,
in
candy
the
corn
room.
with like the nuts in it, like the mixture with the nuts, like this, that's good.
Okay.
I could do that, but
Yeah.
it's not my first choice.
I
so.
feel like sometimes it's just eating balls of wax.
Yeah, if it's the only thing there, I guess.
But I'll still do it. Well, thank you so much again for being here to tell us about another fun Fall Vibe Halloween event on this week's Daily Muddy.